Hey everyone, this is Anam. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'll be explaining the poem Amanda along with all the poetic devices. It is from the book First Flight of Class 10 and is written by Australian author Robin Klein. She writes books for children. This poem, Amanda, is written in the form of a conversation where only one speaker, the mother, voices her views. The thoughts of the child, the thoughts of Amanda, written in brackets, are not uttered. They are not spoken. Amanda only thinks about these things. She doesn't speak in front of her mother. The poem deals with the child's psychology as well as lack of insight on the part of elders to understand children's thought process. So, this poem, in a way, suggests that the more children are suppressed, the more defined they become. Such children, they start finding reality to be very harsh, and hence they start daydreaming, they start imagining about a different reality without their parents. Sometimes they think that their life would be better without their parents. So, this poem advises the parents to have healthy and friendly relations with children. By doing so, they may be more effective in grooming them properly. They may be more effective in improving them. This poem indirectly also advises children to listen to their parents. Let's begin. Don't bite your nails, Amanda. Don't hunch your shoulders, Amanda. Stop that slouching and sit up straight, Amanda. So, these lines are spoken by Amanda's mother. She tells Amanda not to bite her nails. She tells her to sit straight without bending her back. Hunch means bending. Stop that slouching. Slouching means sitting in a lazy way. She tells Amanda to sit properly without bending her shoulders, without bending her back. She wants her to be active. There is a languid emerald sea where the sole inhabitant is me, a mermaid drifting blissfully. The lines written in the brackets, within the brackets, they are Amanda's imagination, right? So, after listening to her mother, obviously Amanda is annoyed. She doesn't like that her mother should point her out all the time for one thing or the other. So she withdraws from the reality and she starts imagining. There is a languid emerald sea. Languid means peaceful, relaxed. Emerald means green colored. She imagines herself to be a mermaid. Mermaid, I think you must have seen mermaids in cartoons and films. A mermaid is a creature, a imaginary creature, which has upper body looking like a woman and the lower body is like a fish. She imagines herself to be a mermaid who lives on an island, and she's the only resident there, and she just enjoys the peaceful green beautiful sea drifting blissfully. Blissfully means happily. So she imagines that she's a mermaid and she's just swimming in the sea happily, and there is no one around her to scold her, to point out her mistakes. Did you finish your homework, Amanda? Did you tidy your room, Amanda? I thought I told you to clean your shoes, Amanda. Again, her mother is pointing out her mistakes. She tells her that she hasn't finished her homework yet, and she reminds Amanda that she had told her to tidy up her room, which she did not do, of course, and she tells her to clean her shoes. I'm an orphan roaming the street. This time, Amanda imagines herself to be an orphan, and she is imagining that she's free. There is no one around her to point out her mistakes, to give her orders. She's an orphan, she's free, and she's freely roaming in the streets. The pattern soft dust with my hushed bare feet. The silence is golden, the freedom is sweet. So all the luxuries that she has in her house, she is ready to give up everything just to buy her freedom. She feels that she's not free. The silence is golden. This line shows that Amanda is so annoyed at her mother, she doesn't want her to speak anymore. She wants silence around her. Don't eat that chocolate, Amanda. Remember your acne, Amanda. Will you please look at me when I'm speaking to you, Amanda? So again, her mother, she's telling her not to eat chocolate because her acne will get worse. And then she tells that, okay, Amanda, you don't have any manners. I'm talking to you and you're not even looking at me. I'm Rapunzel. This time, Amanda imagines herself to be Rapunzel. Rapunzel is also an imaginary character. Rapunzel was a princess. She had very long hair and she was kept trapped in a very high tower, and she used to live alone. Nobody could reach her. Once a boy comes, and since there is no way to climb up the tower, so Rapunzel, she lets her hair down, and the boy climbs up the tower by holding on to her hair. So this is her story. This time Amanda imagines herself to be Rapunzel. I don't have a care. Life in a tower is tranquil and rare. Tranquil means peaceful, calm. So she says, I am Rapunzel and I don't give a damn about anyone. I just want to have a peaceful life. I will live in a tower alone where there will be nobody to point out my mistakes. I'll certainly never let my bright hair. Why does she say this line? I will certainly never let down my bright hair. So that nobody could come to her. Nobody could reach to her by using her long hair to climb up the tower. Stop that sulking at once, Amanda. You're always so moody, Amanda. Anyone would think I nagged at you, Amanda. Stop that sulking. Sulking means be in a bad mood. Her mother tells her to stop sulking. She feels that Amanda is always in a bad mood. She's always so moody. Anyone would think that I nagged at you, Amanda. So she tells, what will other people think? They will think that I nag at you all the time. I harass you all the time. So the mother is scolding Amanda all the time, but she doesn't want people to think like that. So this is what the poem is all about. Like I said, poet wants to give an advice to the parents that they should not nag at their children all the time. They should not point out their mistakes all the time. They should develop a friendly relationship. In that way, they would be able to reform the bad habits of their children in a better way. At the same time, children are also expected to listen to their parents, to listen to their elders. Let's discuss poetic devices now. In stanza 1, the first poetic device that we trace is anaphora. What is anaphora? When two or more consecutive lines, they start with the same word. It is called anaphora. As you can see, first and second line, both these lines start with the same word, don't. Don't bite your nails, don't hunch your shoulders. So it is anaphora. Second is repetition. As you can see the underlined words, the word Amanda is repeated again and again. So it is repetition. Next is alliteration. Stop that slouching and sit up straight. Third line, stop slouching, sit straight. So sir sound is repeated. So it is called alliteration. Alliteration means repetition of a consonant sound in close connection. Here, sir sound is repeated, which is a consonant sound. So we are calling it alliteration. Next is allusion. Allusion means a brief reference to a person, place or thing of historical, cultural or political significance. So by using mermaid, the poet has used the reference of a mermaid, which is a mythical character, right? So this poetic device is called allusion because the poet has used mermaid in her poem. Next is metaphor. Where the sole inhabitant is me, a mermaid. What is metaphor? Metaphor means comparison. So here Amanda is comparing herself with a mermaid. So it is called metaphor. Stanza 2, again the first poetic device is anaphora. As you can see, first two lines they start with the same word did. Did you finish your homework? Did you tidy your room? So it is anaphora. Next is repetition. Again the word Amanda, it is repeated again and again. Third is alliteration. Last line. The silence is golden, the freedom is sweet. Silence, sweet. Consonant sound has been repeated. So when a consonant sound is repeated in close connection, it is called alliteration. Next is metaphor. In this paragraph, in this stanza, Amanda is comparing herself with an orphan. I am an orphan. So it is metaphor. Third stanza. First is repetition. As you can see, again the word Amanda has been repeated numerous times. Next is alliteration. Life in a tower is tranquil. T sound is repeated here, which is a consonant sound. So it is alliteration. Next is allusion. Just like mermaid, again the poet has used the reference of Rapunzel, which is a imaginary character, which is a mythical character. So we call this poetic device allusion. Next is metaphor. Again in this stanza, I am Rapunzel. Amanda is comparing herself with Rapunzel. So it is metaphor. Last stanza, first poetic device is repetition. As you can see, Amanda has been used 2 times. Then we have alliteration. Stop that sulking at once. Stop sulking. Sir sound is repeated, consonant sound, so it is alliteration. That's all about it. If you liked the video, then please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.